Ready.
All right. Yep, I'm ready.
Skibbity boo. I don't know if it's live yet, but it should be, and we should sound okay. An error occurred. Please try again later. That's not true. It can't be. It can't be true. It's probably just. I think it's the page playback. It's just being funny. I wonder. I'm not seeing much. Would be funny if YouTube was being mean to us, bullying us off their platform. That wouldn't be nice.
All right. Anybody who gets is in the first couple seconds of the stream gets the password
Maybe.
because it had to be publicly shown. Yeah, I'm going to type you the password. Just
Oh, epic. What's going on? I am here. Welcome, Ruv.
what's going on,
from-
Crazy Frog?
From Russia with Ruv.
Yeah. Anyway, so might as well get this out of the way. The display capture may be a poopsalingum a bit right now, and that's because I cannot host the stream because my capture card is being a bit of a dookie. So for some reason the capture card is reading as a video input capture over Skype, but not as a actual capture device. I don't even. Hopefully, this will even be usable. But it won't be. It's not being detected as a video source on OBS. So
It's very
anyway,
weird.
yeah.
I don't like that
Anyway,
at all. I'm trying to join, but gosh, the only. Oh, I see. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sorry, I had to mess with the playback a little. But I don't know if people get to see it or not. Skibbity boo. Step into the ring. Ew. Bionicle fans. Bump F says. That's not nice.
yeah.
I really want to join, but I will restrain myself. Unfortunately, this is a two-man arena, so you guys can't even join if you wanted to. You can see who I was playing as recently.
You can also see my horrid nickname.
Oh boy.
On Skype, it's Caged in Bellini.
Oh yeah, technically it's not his nickname, it's the nickname I gave him. Because I like to think of him as a nut. A bit of a wacky character, if you will.
Get mentally deranged, yeah?
I was playing with some goofsters recently, and I messed around with my Iron Man me.
Do you know about the part in the Iron Man comics where Iron Man's suit became sentient for a period of time and went crazy and also became gay for Tony?
That's weird. Oops.
Do you think they're gonna put Marvel in Kingdom Hearts?
I hope so. If they don't, I'm gonna get real peeved.
Do you think that they'll give do it in a way where they give the MCU its one universe and then the Sony Spider-Man another universe?
I hope so. No, wait. Oh,
I can't wait. I can't wait Venom to be the new Heartless. Yeah, dude, the frames per second on stream are just not great. So we're going to be, if this stream is going to be any entertainment for anybody ever, it's going to have to be something that it's going to be carried by conversation, not gameplay this time.
Yup.
Yup. That's Logan Paul would say.
Yeah. Thank God I'm an excellent me gunner. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, so we could be playing Tekken right now, but Caleb bought the game too late. We could be playing Guilty Gear, but Caleb is too cheap, so we playing Smash.
I could
but
buy
we can't
it,
play
but
Smash
I mean, I could only download one at a time anyway, so it's too late for both of them.
You can get you can download both you can stop the Tekken download Guilty Gear, which is a smaller. It's like a fourth of the size, and then beep ba boom.
Okay.
Soon.
But it would still probably. Well, at this point now, it takes.
Well, it wouldn't go very fast given you're streaming on your Wi-Fi too.
Yeah. So, shut up.
It actually
Nope.
how it is the tech and download process right now.
It seems to be going okay.
Okay, maybe if it gets done on stream, you can hop on board. Like what's weird is that actually recently I've been having a thing where it's all my Xbox controllers, because I have like original Xbox One controllers, not like not like the revisions where they put like an actual headphone jack in it, or any of like the Elite or anything like that. Just classic basic Xbox One controller. Um, and for years I could just plug into a computer and basically it just plug in uh, micro USB cable and beep bop boom, I can start gaming off of it. But all of a sudden, none of my Xbox One controllers want to work with any of my computers. Like, all of them, all two of them, just don't work anymore. And it's like on one, it either ranges from just them not being detected at all to them saying that it's causing a surge in the USB port.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, but the Nintendo controllers though, like like my Nintendo Pro controller has been like more reliable than Microsoft's controllers, so it's weird that to for it, because especially given the fact that Nintendo has been so like basically proprietary for years about it, then all of a sudden just the Switch Pro controller, is the first controller I think really that, unless if I'm mistaken, that you could just plug into a computer without some sort of third party adapter.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Bing bong bling blong bling blong bling.
Sadly, another thing too with that is that when trying to use the Nyko GameCube dock, which I do own, I can't use that on my PC, because like the methods that you can use for like a first party GameCube control adapter for the Wii U and then later the Switch version of it, I I can't get it. The Nyko one just won't work on it. But then there's also like other controllers that are specifically made that were third party that could be adapted for both. And if I knew that ahead of time, I would have just bought that thing and be using my GameCube controller for a lot of my for like a lot of PC gaming.
I discovered spam. No, no, you will not win. I have spam on my side.
Have you ever had spam musubi?
Spam. Oh shoot, that was brilliant! No, you can't do that! You can't do that! You can't do that! That's cheating! It's breaking the rules!
It would have been great if that was actually in a frame per second that was more than just 3.
Iron Man can beat Sephiroth in canon.
No, you can't.
Okay, justify that.
Iron Man. Listen. Okay, first off, Iron Man. It took like. So, is it really called beating somebody if you basically suicide yourself to defeat them? They can actually defeat Thanos. It took him a glove and a suicide to defeat Thanos. So,
But he beat other guys.
think about it. Well, Iron Man versus Thanos was a draw, and he had help too. So he's not strong. He's not. So Iron Man's not even stronger than Thanos.
Is Sephiroth stronger
And
than Thanos?
oh, that then we get into that debate too. On like is Sephiroth stronger than Thanos? And I mean I would probably say from like what was shown in there, my understanding of Final Fantasy, I would say there's more debate between base form Thanos and base form Sephiroth. But then when Sephiroth does, get into kind of more of like, like his more powerful forms, he definitely does become stronger than Thanos. But then you're like, well, Thanos then has the Infinity Gauntlet too. So then that gets into the thing of like where it starts getting to progressions of it. It's like I would say that Thanos and Sephiroth are closer in power to one another, while Tony Stark and Sephiroth, it's like there's no debates. Sephiroth is stronger than Tony Stark.
Well, that seems so subjective, and I think Iron Man would win with the power of heart.
Iron Man lost to Captain America and Bucky, just two strong guys. Okay, and Sephiroth has beaten
That
a
that
lot of just strong guys before.
that was only the power of plot armor.
No, then plot armor has to be taken into account if you're going to go into a who's stronger debate.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being silly.
And Tony Stark can lose. Then Sephiroth by plot armor can only be defeated by Cloud. So if you think about it that way, then Sephiroth is the strongest character of all time.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, the plot debate is actually stupid.
that's too
Ooh, look
fast.
at that! Hey, comment 3 frames per second in the chat, everybody, for that cool move I just did. Comment 3 frames per second in the chat for that cool move that Caleb just did. So, what have you been up to this week?
I've been singing songs to Jolocum on my Xbox 360.
You have not been singing anything to Jolocum.
That's true. Jolocum doesn't talk to me anymore. We had a falling out.
How come we don't talk no more? You know that Drew Hill song or no?
I am not super familiar with that.
Yeah, if you want some good 2000s R&B, okay, that should have worked, but input didn't get registered on that one. I will John on that one. Like
Fair
I've not
enough.
been liking the connections this
No,
thing
no,
on
this
it
yeah,
because
this connection has.
I want to clarify on that one. I am not an idiot. I was trying to do one of those fancy last seconds, counters, but then the counter didn't happen out, so I
Yeah, I've
just
had
can't
that
play as.
happen a lot.
Yeah,
But see,
I will say.
Cage, you're so mean though. You're always mean because you're always calling me out for Johns. When you're always like, Every time I pull out a John, you're like, yeah, sure, dude. All right, dude.
Because the connections are great whenever you make a John,
Oh,
but this
sure.
time around though I'm actually reasonable and it's actually not doing so hot.
That's fair. That's fair. But not really.
All I'm saying is when you said, "Oh, sure," your teeth did a little gopher whistle from Winnie the Pooh. So
I love that
so who's
gopher.
more right in the
I
conversation?
that you make a good point. That gopher is not to be trusted.
Yeah. So you should just you should just make the thumbnail for the stream called "Best Smash Players of All Time!" exclamation point question mark and just put let's see you should put zero and some other like Smash player that got canceled just on the thumbnail.
Who's the guy that they want back? Nairo? Certain fans want one of
No
them
idea.
back. There's like someone who was like similar to Zero, but then there's like it's more complicated or something. So I know there's
I
someone.
don't know. I don't know. Zero still has his like people that want him to come back and all that. That
I mean,
even
he
though
had a big channel. Like he was.
yeah, he had a big channel. That is, like if you found like the amount of people that I've seen online that kind of have been trying to excuse and be like, oh, he learned from his actions on that one. When it's like, motherfucker wasn't just like, let's put it this way, motherfucker wasn't just like, yo, like I want, I want sus material with a minor, which is already bad enough. Like motherfucker was saying, yo, hey girl, you 16? Yeah, send me pics of you basically masturbating with ice. And I'm like, what type of depraved motherfucker says that? Like, that's just weird.
That is weird.
Like, I want. It's like like you're already in weird territory when you say like like yo, I want minor titties, but then you're like, yo, I want you to do some shit with ice like that. I'm like, I'd be calling that weird even if that was an adult woman. So you just stacked weird on top of weird.
It's true. Yeah, no. That's the thing. I ain't even defending him. I'm just saying that because he was so big, there's a lot of people that are like, no, I just like the. I mean, he wasn't doing it
Uh,
anymore, so why can't he still make fun
uh,
Smash content?
Yeah, no, it's like, it's like Roman Polanski, everybody's
He
like,
doesn't
yeah,
rape anyone
he's,
anymore.
exactly.
I have it on good authority that Roman
It's
Polanski hasn't raped anyone in the last 27 years.
that we know of.
That we know of. But that's good enough.
Yeah. And if he did it 10 years ago, like another one, well, that was 10 years ago. He's a different person now. He learned from his past mistakes. That's how it always works, right? That's you can say he's a different person. I was in a dark place, and then the YouTuber gets his channel back.
Hey, you can't throw my bomb
And
back
what
at me.
I just did.
You're, well, yeah, you're a bully. Don't do that.
Don't try it. As Anakin would say. Yo, what is like the next Star Wars movie? They just had a really stiff actor who was a Skywalker, and he called him Mannequin Skywalker.
That would actually be pretty cool. That sounds like what's a robot chicken kind of joke. Well, if we found out how I can win. Lag.
It's called Shovel Knight.
Oh, what? That's not fair.
Okay.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Okay, and that's how we win. As simple as that. You're such a sussy, Baraka.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm going to start singing the Shark Boy Lava Girl Dream 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 song.
I like that movie. Actually, I've never seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl. The only thing I've seen is the Dream Journal thing.
Yeah. What's like the crazy shit that George Lopez says that's so like comedically like just like out there that you're just like it's so cartoonily hilarious?
I'm not sure, but it did scare me.
No, it was something like I am the. It's like basically, I know, like basically like I'm the master and I control everything in this classroom and you control nothing. It's like such like, it's so perfectly like childish. I love it. It's like Robert Rodriguez. Like I feel like like he does like it's like a lot of people need to give him more credit for his stuff because like yeah like have you ever seen El Mariachi
I have
and
not.
and Desperado? You need to watch El Mariachi and Desperado, which were like his first two, because like El Mariachi was like a movie made on nothing back before digital was just like a indie filmmaker standard, and he was able to get a killer film out of it, and then like I forget exactly what the budget is, but it's crazy. Like it didn't even like eclipse $2,000 for an entire feature film.
That's impressive. No, I
Yeah, it was
definitely.
like
It's like he's one of those guys who makes some really weird movies that sometimes suck bad, but you can tell that he tries. He's always trying to do something interesting with it.
for me personally, like I don't like any like for him it's like either like that was pretty good to that's really good for me. Like I don't think that there's a Robert Rodriguez movie that he's made that I actively disliked or anything like that. I just I was like that's really good. I'm like I'm putting that on like a nice shelf versus that one wasn't as good as the last one, but it's still pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you definitely need to watch Desperado. Is there's there's this very iconic moment in the opening where Antonio Banderas is playing mariachi music in a bar, and there's just this like the most like badass thing ever, where like while he's playing in there, there's like some people acting up like inside the bar, and then like eventually and it escalates to somebody like holding a woman at a knife point. So then like while he's doing his guitar solo, he jumps up and he starts playing the guitar on the bar while walking over to them. And and like the people who are in the scuffle are still like they're not paying attention to him, and then he just walks over and just like kicks the guy who's holding the knife in the face and just like diffuses the scenario and walks back to his stage and continues and finishes the song. And it's
That's
just
amazing.
like Yeah, it's just like the most suave thing I've ever seen. I'm like, damn. I don't. Any guy who says I wish I could do that in reality would be lying.
That's true.
Yeah,
That sounds. Yeah, I gotta watch it. We let's set it up.
yeah, yeah. We should set it up so we can watch in 3 frames per
Also, I'm
second on
laughing.
live
Yeah, I'm
stream.
laughing at people's comments. This stream as a whole is incredible quality. Only Sussy
Yeah,
Paraka. Uncle Iroh for Smash. Alas,
yeah.
the TV character, but honestly, I feel like you could do something cool. But then again, there's so many characters who have element stuff infused with them already. It's not like the character could be good, but it's not like they'd be bringing something insanely new to the table.
Well, they had they did, for video games since Avatar, they did put Aang in the Smite video game.
Yes, I did see
Um,
Aang.
yeah,
Uh, I think it was
Korra
Zuko,
and then
then
Zuko.
Korra. Just those three? Yeah, I think it was just
Yeah,
those three.
yeah.
Two
And
out of three were
for
good.
yeah, I wanted Sokka in there, like just get a little music boomerang and nothing else. Like, but yeah, for Smash Bros. I do think one thing that would have worked is like if they did actually put Aang in Smash Bros. Like as I think like if they had so for Project M like that mod, one mechanic that I really like in that game is that for Samus, if you do Samus's side taunt, you switch between two forms where it's like Samus's like fire attacks turn into like ice moves. So instead of her side A being like a fire attack, it's a nice attack, and it changes its properties to not be fire moves anymore. So like if it hits explosives, it won't explode. But the other thing too with it is that it's I forget exactly. I think it's my memory's a little hazy on it, but I think it's like a trade off between knockback and damage dealing. Uh, but the moves are still the same for it. So like that type of mechanic where it's kind of just changing forms while keeping all of the neutrals the same could work for a character like Aang, where like if you had it be like able to basically switch bending styles as like a taunt or a special move, and then
Oh, that
he
would be
would
kind of cool.
yeah and yeah
Yeah,
and
doing
then
the avatar as a concept as a character is cool because you could have all
yeah.
four elements. I like
Yeah.
that.
While Smash is video game only, like if there's another fighting game out there that could get Avatar in there, and
And
probably
hey,
not
who knows?
Brawlhalla because Brawlhalla is too bare bones with its mechanics to do it. So maybe like a Rivals of Aether or a Frame Makers might be a good move. Maybe somebody might make that as a mod in Frame Makers when it comes out finally.
Yeah, there's a who knows what could happen, but I'd say that the best thing for anyone wanting something like that is just the fact that Avatar's streaming on Netflix has gone so well because it's put a lot of faith in new stuff, and who knows, maybe they'll make a wholly original Avatar thing that's a video game and include someone like that in something down the line. You never know.
Yeah, it's like who knows it. Like actually, I do you think an Avatar fighter game would work well?
Um, I don't know. It would probably depend on how it's done. Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different types of fighting games. Uh, frankly, uh, yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm trying to think of like a gimmick to make it more unique than your average kind of. Oh, fuck. That is
And
insanely
more
strong, by
average
the
than
way.
your standard fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is insanely good, by the way. His links forward air. Apparently, it's stronger than. Oh, why did I do that? It's stronger than.
I didn't expect that to come.
My
I just thought that
timing
was
is
pretty
all
funny.
off in some parts
Yeah.
because of some of the lag, but
Yeah, I was
that's
able to.
okay.
I was surprised I was able to parry during lag.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Because I got some,
Uh,
but yeah, that's I'd still say
Out of
prob.
curiosity, Caleb, why is the stream not set up with just your face, in front of the webcam in the game in the corner?
Oh, I guess I could probably do it that way, but I
Yeah.
typically with the video game stuff, I've I just
It might be,
made full
it's a
screen.
little backwards, but it might mask the whole. Hey, it just gave his running at 2.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, Well, I would definitely do that if I were uh, planning to stick around properly and make like a full
Yeah.
thing of it. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
I gotta take off pretty soon.
Yeah, I just realized that I could have just if I wanted to do this the most jank way possible, I could just go into the options menu for Skype. Just go into Skype settings, use my video out preview, just basically video capture that, and then have that video capture at its full frames per seconds rather than transmitting it over Skype at a lag, and then streamed at a lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really frustrated. I really hope that it's like some weird like maybe the drivers got like a driver is missing or something like that for the video capture thing. But I'm afraid that it's something just got bent and then it's messing up, which would suck because the thingamajig was a good price and not that much. But yeah, just um, I mean, I would recommend the device if I know if I, but since it broke on me after a bit, like that's kind of the thing that makes me kind of go, maybe just pay. If you're gonna pay for it again, then might as well just buy the more expensive one and keep it than constantly buying new ones.
Yeah.
Is my general philosophy. But if I can get it fixed, then do it because like the output quality is like of course on streaming streaming stuff gets kind of cut in and also admittably yeah you have stuff like internet speeds that you have to be aware of and also our and also that I fully admit that there could be a chance where I'm just straight up like there's a setting that could just improve my frame rates that I could be using on my stream so my Smash gameplay could be smoother but um
Okay.
ooh,
Some of the
finally.
timing on this, that I really should not have landed on stage with that one. Also,
The one time I get Buster Wolf and it doesn't do anything. It just felt cool.
yeah.
Nah. Nope. Ah, shit.
Not gourd.
There we go.
Not gourd.
You can't say that. That's not your accent.
What?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so I feel kind of a bit like an idiot because of the fact that I feel like I could have been using my nicer DSLR camera for a while because this is kind of the weird story with it. So even though I do have like a fancy like as in actually a model camera that's actually used on television programs type of camera, um, it's great and I've used it for video jobs like the stuff I've done for what I'm trying to think of a good
Uh,
example. So short
right.
films,
Yeah. Oh,
so
there.
so like so such as the Ulam's game short film on Qpunks or actually yeah we didn't use that camera on Consort at all. There's Ulam's game used that camera and then also there's another film that I need to get around to putting together after I do my next essay video. The next Qpunks upload is going to be revising and then publicizing like another student film we have about a teddy bear shut-in that is sexually repressed too. Which was a fun shoot and actually probably has some fun cinematography and all that jazz. But anyway, point being though with the camera is that it's a nice 4K video camera and then even higher for photography. But the way that works is that the lens I like using for like you can't side B again after you use it once. That's weird. So like you should have reset after you get hit.
That is interesting.
That's like some little Mac logic. Wait, that's not a fire attack. I thought that thing would have exploded. All right, but yeah, so um, the but I need to figure out what I'm saying. But and
Yeah.
yeah, I keep the stream interesting, but you also can't lose the game. But
Sorry.
also focus too much on the game. No one's gonna stay for 3 frames per second. Anyway,
I
so
know it's hard. All the
yeah,
things we
so
have to think about, dude. We have the hardest job on the world. Like some people
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
hard.
Oprah said mothers, and she's an idiot and a pig. Um, ooh, there you go. Anyway, the so the main thing though with the camera, what is it?
Your camera, just no. I'm just trying to. Wait, what? You're high on the thrill of victory, and now you can't
Yeah.
process what you're saying.
So, do you like the name of the group, the arena?
I do like that. I don't like
Do you
Heath
actually,
bars at all.
do
Actually,
you
I've
actually
never
hate?
really tried them very much, so I can't say that I
Yeah.
hate or love Heath bars. I am indifferent.
Yeah, you don't know if you hate or love Scorpios. Yeah. Anyway, so for um, what I'm trying to get at though is I have this camera. It's a good camera. Was used on some of my short films and then also work I've done for the tattoo company that
Mm.
we've produced. Things that we sponsored as well as also promotional marketing material. So it's a nice camera that's shoots 4K. It's modeled that's actually used on professional TV shows. But the problem with it though is that the lens that I have is like my wide angle lens specifically, which would be the one that I'd use for stop motion, has vignetting on it when it's in photography mode because it's made as a film camera primarily, and basically just to do with sensor sizes and just video mumbo jumbo. You get a vignetting effect when you're basically recording in photography, but you don't get it at all in video. So because of that, whenever I've done stop motions, I've actually used my old camera, like the same camera that I made like the majority of Gak and Rio off of, if not all of it off of, still. And like the Dumb Bionicle Shorts compilation actually looks better than like say like Gak and Rio season 1 because of export quality and also lighting. And like if you anybody out here is interested in animation, I would say that a big thing is that before you go ahead and buy like a nicer camera to work with for your stop motion, invest in some lighting, just like studio box light, something that's like stupidly bright because of the fact that a lot of the graininess that you get in your imaging comes from basically the camera, trying to compensate for low light conditions. And cameras like a lot of light, like a stupidly high amount of light than your eyes need. Like the people filming Wizard of Oz were sweating gallons of water because of how much light this film cameras need.
Yeah,
So yeah, and while it's gotten better over the years, it's definitely the amount of light that a camera needs versus the amount of light that a human eye needs not is very different. But anyway, that was a good up special. Anyway,
thank you.
so for
Oh, not so good.
wait, why did I get turned around there? That's stupid. Anyway, so for this though, like I'm doing some work that I need to actually figure out how to use my basically I was like, all right, I need to actually do some photography work, and if I use my wide angle lens, I need to figure out a workaround for it. And when doing some research in it, I didn't realize this until now how minor the vignetting problem actually is, because with just like a little bit of work in Photoshop, you can basically fix it and not have that problem. So I just come to the realization that being out of college for like about 2 years, this whole time I could have been doing stop motions on like a super fancy professional camera whenever I tossed it together. Like that, that video of a comet twerking? Yeah, that could have been in 4K. But no, we
Oh
didn't capture
no,
the comet twerking in 4K. You just got 1080 basically with it, more or less.
that makes me so sad. I really wanted the full 4K quality, but you didn't give it to
Yeah.
me, dude.
Yep. and that's disappointing, and I hating myself, and I think I'm going jump into sewer later tonight.
I'm just lazy, dude. I can't deal with this 4K stuff. It's everyone's gonna have 4K videos in the future, but I don't want them. I like my 1080p. I'm happy. Okay. Also,
I mean, I
thought
think
that I actually thought that the magnet hands might be bad enough not to make it back, but thankfully I was just. I swear, if I was like a frame or two off, I would have just died. Oh, nice, nice, nice. It's about time you got one of those after I've been getting all my cool uppies. Oh, that's lame.
excuse me, they're called specials ever since the Wii because you could use 1 and 2s.
Oh, sorry.
They say you need me, Kai? I don't think he. Okay, I'll finish up this game.
Yeah, that actually
Shale
sounds
probably
good.
soon.
Yep.
Yeah, short stream, trash stream.
But we
Put
actually,
zero. Put like just basically like the most like bit crushed like janky like 720p. No, actually, what was lower than 720p? Like 144. Put a 144 photo of Zero just as the thumbnail for this live stream
okay. Oh, why did I do that? That was silly.
because you're thirsty and
I'm
trying to go for the
thirsty.
kill.
I am a thirsty man. How much have you played Meta Knight in this game?
Not much.
Yeah, I mean,
There were a couple weeks then where I was trying to figure him out, and I was getting a little bit somewhere with him, but then I've literally not touched him for 2 to 3 months.
well,
But anyway,
I appreciate your you trying going on a limb there with him because
yeah,
yeah, I've definitely played a bit more Luigi. Not crazy good, but you know,
yeah.
I'm I'm getting better at using grabs with the characters who actually can use them effectively. So I gotta keep working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on
I'm
it.
working on it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this
Did
really crappy stream.
yeah,
We'll probably do another better one in 30 years. This will be the last stream we do ever, actually. But
yeah,
we'll do a
exactly.
nostalgia stream in 10 years. So enjoy this
Yeah,
one. I'll be finding all the stream highlights of Cage talking about his cool camera.
yeah. I think that if we weren't playing the game, I could have turned that into a funnier story. Sorry.
No, that's okay. No, it's all good. Have a good
Yeah,
dinner,
I
dude.
think. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's
Take the
anything
final
worth
word, brother.
mentioning before going. Oh, yeah, now I know. So it's like, okay, so here's a story that's funny that you can turn this into a highlight. So here's the material for you.
Epic.
Okay, so I'll say this and not mess with the game, so I can be focused on it. Okay.
Perfect.
So yesterday, my brother and I went to the downtown area, and we were checking out because every few weeks they do food trucks in the downtown area.
Nice.
And we went there, we checked out the food trucks, and we got a couple things, but then we ended up going to this pizza restaurant. And while we were at the pizza restaurant, it's worth noting that Kai, this for a project we're working on right now, we need to get some promotional material put together, and Kai is trying to find models in the area for photography. And when he's there, he's so he goes there, and when at the restaurant, he's like, oh, the waitress is really attractive. She would work as a good model for the project we're working on. I'm going to ask her if she would be interested in the gig. And our aunt is also with us, there at the same time.
Kai is the smoothest dude I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
No. This is the thing. It's like, so like, our aunt who's also there, she's, she sees Kai go up, and, he walks up to her and basically, he says just real matter of fact, hey, I'm working on a project. Says the name of the project. She's familiar with the client, and says, we're looking for models. Do you do modeling work? And she's like, I'd be interested in it. And he goes, okay, cool. Can I get your number? So he gets her number and goes back, and she's like, our aunt's like, how the hell did he say that without sounding bullshitty? Like some like really cheesy pickup line type of thing. Like, how did he actually make it work? And Kai's secret, which hey, here's the tip of the day. Here's Kai's thing. Basically, if you're going up and basically you're like not if you go up and you're like, "Hey girl, you a model?" That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. The guy just walks up. It's like just matter of fact in his dry way, going to you've heard him on streams. He
He's
goes,
got yeah, he's
yeah,
got such a dry delivery.
yeah, yeah. He's just
But he's
yeah.
but yeah, he sounds very
It's
earnest in
just
it.
like hey, I'm working on this thing. We're looking for models for marketing material. Would you be interested? It's just like that dry in this, and it works.
He's got the touch.
It also kind of helps too that Kai has kind of this kind of casual formal thing going on. Yeah, he has like a nicer t-shirt on with some jeans, a watch on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has casual sex with all the ladies. We get it, dude. Don't you need to stop. You need to stop bragging about your brother's conquest, dude.
yeah. Listen, I had to vicariously brag about it because I'm an incel. He plays around with toy and video game all day, so then I'm just like, I feel cool by living proxy through being next to my brother.
My brother.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, your brother's a Chad, dude. Now,
Yeah, it's like the one skinny guy who chills with all the weightlifters because he feels like, oh yeah, I have a lot of muscle mass when I'm around.
well, thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful night. Boop a doop boop a
See ya.
doop boop boop. Oh wait, I didn't hit the button and fast enough. Ah! And now I did it. Now it should work.
Okay. Hopefully that